accidentally stole $1,000 from my roommate and got a surprise confession. I still remember the day I moved into a new apartment with my roommate, Alex. We met through a mutual friend and instantly clicked. He was laid back, and I was a bit of a neat freak. We agreed to split the rent and utilities, and I paid my half on time every month. Our relationship was mostly amicable, with occasional disagreements about whose turn it was to do the dishes. One day, while cleaning our living room, I stumbled upon a $1,000 check on Alex's nightstand. I assumed it was for his rent or some other living expense. I tucked the check under my own mattress, telling myself I'd return it the next day. But life got busy, and days turned into weeks. I kept forgetting to return the check, and my guilt began to weigh on me. As the weeks went by, I started to notice that Alex was acting strange. He'd often complain about being broke, despite his stable job. I felt terrible for taking his money, but I didn't know how to confess. I rationalized that he must have spent it on something stupid, and I'd return it eventually. One evening, we were both cooking dinner in the kitchen. The aroma of sizzling vegetables and garlic filled the air, making my stomach growl. Alex walked in and started rummaging through the fridge for a snack. That's when he spotted the check under my mattress, partially visible through the gap in the sheets. "What's this?" he asked, his voice laced with amusement and a hint of anger. My heart sank, and I felt a wave of panic wash over me. "But I think it's... I don't know what it is," I stammered. Alex raised an eyebrow, a smile spreading across his face. "Don't play dumb, dude. I know you've had that check since I gave it to you weeks ago. Why didn't you return it?" I took a deep breath, preparing myself for the impending lecture. But to my surprise, Alex didn't scold me. Instead, he looked at me with a mixture of amusement and curiosity. "You know, I was planning to use that money to pay off some credit card debt, but then I realized something. I've been working 2 jobs and barely scraping by. If I'm struggling, how can I expect you to live on a tight budget?" My guilt began to dissipate, replaced by a sense of understanding. "I'm sorry, Alex. I didn't mean to take your money. I just got caught up in my own stuff." Alex chuckled and patted me on the back. "I get it, dude. You're all guilty of something. But here's the thing. I've been wanting to talk to you about our living situation. We're both struggling, and I think we need to reevaluate our expenses. Maybe we can split the rent differently or find ways to save together." As we sat down to dinner, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. We began to brainstorm ways to cut costs and live more sustainably. For the first time, I saw our apartment as a place of collaboration and growth, rather than just a living space. As we finished our meal, Alex turned to me and said, "You know, I'm glad you borrowed my check. It gave me the push I needed to have this conversation with you. Let's make a pact to be more open and honest with each other from now on." I nodded in agreement, feeling a sense of gratitude towards my roommate. Who knew stealing $1,000 would lead to a deeper understanding and a stronger friendship?